update as far as the Gurugram shocker today that came in, where the national tennis player was shot dead by her father. Autopsy report has come in with regard to the 25-year-old former state-level tennis player Radhika Yadav, who was tragically shot and killed in her Gurugram home by her own father, Deepak Yadav. Now, what does that report really say? Let's try and connect with my colleague to know more about this. Anushka joins us for more on this to really tell us what is it that the autopsy report reveals. Go ahead, Anushka.
That's right, Gauri. The initial post-mortem report has come, and it is in fact very clear now that there were 4 gunshot wounds on Radhika's body after the incident took place yesterday around 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Radhika was shot dead by her own father, Deepak Yadav, who is right now in police remand for 1 day. He was in fact presented in front of the court during the proceedings, and the Gurugram police had said that they need custody to further take forward the initial legal proceedings, and that is why they want 1 more day time with Deepak Yadav. What is quite intriguing in this matter is that Deepak has confessed in front of the police that he had in fact shot his daughter because he was fed up of the taunts that the villagers had in fact put on him, that he was living off his daughter's money, and that is why he was quite aggravated, and he had on a regular basis he was having a lot of arguments with Radhika on this particular basis. What the police has in fact also told NDTV is that the only angle that has come in this whole matter is that how Deepak was trying to convince Radhika to stop coaching students in the academy. Now we are right outside Radhika's residence. We are showing you the visuals, the current visuals where the incident took place yesterday. The initial post-mortem report has come out. It has been very clear now. It is very clear that Radhika was shot 4 times. There are 4 gunshot wounds on her body. What Deepak Yadav had said in his report is that he had fired 5 times, out of which only 3 bullets had hit Radhika. But what we are getting to know is that there were 3 gunshot wounds. All the 3 gunshot wounds were in fact on Radhika's chest. And she succumbed to her injuries. When she was brought to hospital, she was declared dead. And now what we are seeing is that the further proceedings is in fact right now continuing in this matter. And as of yet, the people outside her residence are waiting for the body to arrive so that they can in fact perform the last rites. Over to you.
So the autopsy report has come out. It confirms that there were 4 bullet marks, because of which the bullet wounds is the reason why Radhika Yadav, a young tennis player, was shot and killed by her father. Now he has confessed to it. It was taunts that led him to kill his daughter, which brings us to ask Anushka, how is it that in this day and age, when parents of every young athlete celebrate their child's success, they celebrate their child's achievements, here is a father who's feeling ashamed of those achievements?
That's right, Gauri. It's quite shocking and chilling at the same time. The incident took place in Haryana, a state where most of the parents have in fact come forward and have in fact encouraged the students to pursue sports as a career. We are seeing a lot of young sport enthusiasts who are from Haryana, a lot of people who are pursuing sports because their parents are in fact also helping enable all those dreams. What we do know by now is that Radhika, because of a shoulder injury, 2 years back she had stopped playing tennis because of the shoulder injury, but she refused to step back from the tennis field, and that is why she was in fact going to the academy to coach young enthusiasts and help them get better in the field. And what we are learning by now is that her father, out of peer pressure, tried to tell her not to in fact go and teach in the academy, and this led to a heated altercation, and out of which in a fit of rage a father killed his 25-year-old daughter, who has been a state level player, has in fact also won a lot of rewards in the tennis field. We are right now outside the residence of Radhika Yadav. We are showing you the visuals. This is the same place where yesterday 10:30 a.m. in the morning a young sports enthusiast and a young sports a girl was in fact also killed at this very residence by her father, not some stranger, not somebody who was unknown, not some unknown assailant, but by her own father. It is quite shocking and raises serious question about how societal pressure has in fact led a man so far that he had to shoot his daughter because she was not in fact on the same page with the father, and that is why this incident had taken place. What the police has said is that so
Yes.
far in the initial proceedings it has been ruled out that, and the father has in fact also confessed that he did this because Radhika refused to step back from
Okay.
the coaching academy, and that is why all of this happened. In a fit of rage, he went to the kitchen while she was cooking food. Her mother was down with a fever. It was her mother's birthday and she was trying to cook something for her mother to make her feel better, after which the father came into the kitchen. They had a heated argument, and after that the father
Right.
shot her daughter 4 times on the chest.
Yes.
Over to you.
Indeed, Anushka, I want to play out some sound bites and then I'm going to come back to you to continue this, because this is breaking story and we're getting all reactions and all updates on this shocker coming in from Gurugram. But viewers, first up, some reactions on this.
We are being joined by Gurugram Police PRO Mr. Sandeep Kumar. Let's go straight to him. सर, जिस तरीके से हम देख रहे हैं राधिका के पूरे केस में ये मामला निकलकर सामने आ रहा है, पुलिस ने 1 दिन की रिमांड ली है दीपक यादव की, जो कि राधिका के पिता हैं. किस बेसिस पे इस रिमांड को आपने लिया है और किस तरीके से इस इन्वेस्टिगेशन को आप आगे बढ़ाने वाले हैं?
देखिए, जिसमें जो एक्यूज़ है दीपक यादव, उसको कल घटना के तुरंत बाद ही पुलिस के द्वारा अरेस्ट कर लिया गया था. उनके द्वारा इस घटना के बारे में डिस्क्लोज किया गया है कि इस घटना की हत्या की जो पीछे की वजह है वो एक टेनिस अकेडमी चलाने हैं, जिसके लिए उन्होंने मना किया तो उसने ये बात नहीं मानी, तो इसकी वजह से उन्होंने गुस्से में इस वारदात को अंजाम दिया गया. हत्या की वारदात में प्रयोग किया गया लाइसेंसी वेपन पुलिस के द्वारा ऑलरेडी रिकवर किया जा चुका है. कुछ पेंडिंग लीगल प्रोसेस हैं जिनको पूरी करने के लिए पुलिस के द्वारा उनकी कस्टडी हासिल की गई है, और ये कस्टडी आज उनको कोर्ट में पेश करके 1 दिन की पुलिस कस्टडी पुलिस के द्वारा इसमें हासिल की गई है.
सर, उनका MLC भी आपने कराया होगा, क्या इस बात को लेकर के कुछ सामने आया है कि वो मेंटली परेशान रहे हैं या फिर उनके साथ मेंटल कुछ प्रॉब्लम है?
देखिए, ये एक रूटीन लीगल प्रोसेस है. जिस भी एक्यूज को अरेस्ट किया जाता है उसका मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल से करवाया जाता है. उसी रूटीन के तहत ही मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन पुलिस के द्वारा करवाया गया है.
पर क्योंकि सर हम देख रहे हैं कि मामला कुछ ज़्यादा ही अलग है. देख रहे हैं कि एक फादर ने अपने बेटी के ऊपर गोली चलाई है, तो क्या इस चीज़ में MLC में कुछ सामने निकल कर आ रहा है कि उनके साथ मानसिक दिक्कत है कुछ?
जी, अभी तक जो पुलिस है उसके द्वारा एक डीप इन्वेस्टिगेशन पुलिस की टीम के द्वारा इसमें की जा रही है. फिलहाल तक की इन्वेस्टिगेशन में सिर्फ एक यही चीज़ सामने आई है कि उसके पिता राधिका के टेनिस अकेडमी चलाने से नाराज़ थे और उनके द्वारा मना करने पर भी उन्होंने वो टेनिस अकेडमी बंद नहीं की. इसी वजह से गुस्से में आकर के उन्होंने अपने लाइसेंसी वेपन से उनके ऊपर फायर की और जिसकी वजह से उनकी मृत्यु हो गई है.
All right, let's play out this ground report that's been filed by my colleague Shubhang from the village of the father of Radhika Yadav.
In Radhika Yadav's murder case, now NDTV team has reached at Wazirabad, which is a village in Gurugram, from where the accused Deepak Yadav, he has his ancestral home. Showing you the visuals of this very village of Wazirabad. Well, NDTV team has reached on the ground to verify the statement that Deepak Yadav has put in, telling the police that he has said that he was being taunted by the villagers in his village, that he was living off his daughter's earnings. But according to the people living in this very village have said that this is not true because they haven't seen Deepak Yadav for a very long time in this village. Well, now showing you the exact visuals of his ancestral house right now. Well, this is the ancestral house of Deepak Yadav, which is now being occupied by the tenants. And none of the tenants know that who Deepak Yadav really is. So that is why they are also not coming on camera. But off camera, people have told NDTV team that this is the village and this is the ancestral house of Deepak Yadav. But he hasn't been seen in a very long time in this village. That certainly tells that whatever statement he has put up to the Gurugram police is somehow not true. But what exactly is the truth? What was the motive for killing his own daughter? This hasn't been come up to light now, but this still stands according to the police investigations. People are still waiting for police investigations to complete so that there is an exact motive, that what was the real motive that Deepak Yadav had to shoot her own daughter.
All right, so we're playing out reactions out of a shocker of a story that's come to light from Gurugram. So viewers, if you're tuning in right now, what has happened today? There's a national and a state level tennis player, Radhika Yadav, who was shot in the head by her own father. There are reports indicating that he was upset over two reasons. One, he felt that he was being taunted by village members because it seemed that they suggested that he was living off his daughter's money, the money that she was making through her academy and her music videos. And to talk more on that, let's go across to Radhika's friend who joins us live for more on this. Inam joins us live for more on this. Inam, ये बताइए कि कारण क्या था जिसकी वजह से राधिका को उनके पिता ने मारा? उनके पिता ने ही उनको 5 बारी गोलियों से मारा। क्या कारण था इसका?
ये आप मुझसे पूछ रहे हैं मैम? कारण
कहा जा रहा है कि म्यूजिक वीडियो भी एक कारण है जिसकी वजह से राधिका के पिता ने उनको गोली मारी।
जी, और ये कौन कह रहा है कि म्यूजिक वीडियो भी कारण है?
नहीं, ये ऐसी खबरें आ रही हैं, मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ। खबरें आ रही हैं, मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ, आप राधिका को जानते थे?
जी मैम, वैसी खबरों की वजह से ही सब चीज गलत जाती है, वन साइड स्टोरी। बिकॉज राधिका का सोशल मीडिया एक्टिवेट नहीं है, मेरा गाना ही इंटरनेट पर दिख रहा है, इस वजह से मेरा गाना ही हाईलाइट हो रहा है, राइट। दूसरी बात, मैं उनका फ्रेंड भी नहीं था, मैं उनका दोस्त बिल्कुल नहीं था। मेरी उनसे पहली मुलाकात हुई टेनिस प्रीमियर लीग में दिल्ली के अंदर, जहाँ पर उन्होंने एक्टिंग के लिए मेरी टीम को बोला कि वो करना चाहती हैं। सेकंड टाइम मेरा म्यूजिक वीडियो था जो हम नॉर्मली शूट कर रहे थे दोस्तों के साथ। मैंने उनको बोला, उन्होंने इंटरेस्ट दिखाया, हमने म्यूजिक वीडियो शूट किया। वो अपनी मदर के साथ में सेट पर आई थी। वो गाना उनके फादर को अच्छा लगा, ये मुझे राधिका ने बताया कि आपका जो गाना है कारवा मेरे फादर को बहुत अच्छा लगा। तो जाहिर सी बात है कि उन्होंने अपने फादर की परमिशन ली और फिर वो गाना शूट करना है। उनके मदर भी साथ में थे। हमने उनको एक गुड लक अमाउंट दिया, ज्यादा अमाउंट भी नहीं, कन्विंस अमाउंट। सेकंड पॉइंट ये है कि बस इतनी ही मेरी मुलाकात है उनके साथ में, कोई चिट चैट, कोई बातचीत कहीं भी नहीं है। मैं उनका ही नाम जानता हूँ पूरी फैमिली में, उनकी मदर फादर किसी को नहीं जानता। वो कहाँ से बिलोंग करती हैं, वो कहाँ रहती हैं, कुछ नहीं। तो अभी मैं जो देख रहा हूँ कि जो खबरें ये बोली जा रहा है कि म्यूजिक वीडियो वजह है, तो मैंने यही आपसे सवाल किया, कौन बोल रहा है ये?
नहीं, मैंने आपको बुलाया, आप हमसे बात कर रहे हैं एनडीटीवी पे, इसलिए ताकि आप जो है सच बता सके। और दूसरी चीज़ ये कि आप ही हैं जो ये पूरी स्टोरी को एक थोड़ा कॉन्टेक्स्ट दे सकते हैं, समझा सकते हैं व्यूअर को कि क्या सच है और क्या जो है वो अनकन्फर्म रिपोर्ट्स है। ये बताइए, कितने समय से जानते थे आप राधिका यादव को?
मैं उनको कुछ 3 साल पहले मिला था दिल्ली, और मैं मुलाकात भी नहीं बोलूंगा, जो मेरी टीम मेरे साथ थी, हम शूट कर रहे थे, मेरी टीम उनका शूट कर रही थी। तो टीम ने बोला कि इनका कैमरा जो लुक है बहुत अच्छा है। मैंने बोला ठीक है, फुटेज निकालो। मैं वहाँ क्रिएटिव हेड था। फिर राधिका ने मेरी टीम मेंबर को बोला कि वो एक्टिंग में काम करना चाहते हैं। फिर मेरी टीम मेट्स ने मुझे बोला कि इनको भी हम कास्ट कर सकते हैं कोई भी, क्योंकि हम लोग एड शूट करते हैं, म्यूजिक वीडियो शूट करते हैं। मैंने बोला ठीक है, दिल्ली में कुछ होगा तो बताऊंगा। वो इवेंट करके मैं घर आया। उसके बाद जब भी हम कोई इवेंट करते हैं तो लोग हमको फॉलो करते हैं, कुछ लोग हम जानते हैं उनको हम फॉलो बैक कर देते हैं। इस तरह से मैं कई सारे लोगों से कनेक्ट हुआ। जब 1 साल बाद एक रिक्वायरमेंट आई दिल्ली के अंदर म्यूजिक वीडियो के लिए, मैंने उनको इंस्टा पर मैसेज किया कि ये म्यूजिक वीडियो के लिए आप इंटरेस्टेड हो। मैंने उनको ऑडियो भेजा। उनको मैंने डायरेक्टर का प्रोफाइल भेजा। उन्होंने मुझे कंफर्म करके बताया कि ठीक है हम करेंगे। लेकिन उस टाइम जो को एक्टर थे वो मैं नहीं था, वो जीशान थे। पर जीशान की एज ज्यादा थी, तो डायरेक्टर ने मना किया कि राधिका को कास्ट नहीं करती थी, बहुत यंग है जीशान के सामने। बट जीशान ने कैंसिल किया कि वो नहीं करना चाहते लास्ट मोमेंट पर। तो मैंने उस गाने को एज एन एक्टर शूट किया और मैं उससे खुद सेटिस्फाई नहीं था कि मैं कैसा लग रहा हूँ गाने के अंदर, बिकॉज लास्ट मोमेंट पर मैं कैमरे के सामने हूँ। और जब हमने राधिका को लास्ट मोमेंट पर फाइनल किया कि ठीक है ये और मैं स्क्रीन पर सही लगेंगे, राधिका ने गाना शूट किया। और गाना शूट करने के बाद मेरा हाय हेलो बाय ये भी नहीं हुआ। मैं कब आया सेट पर लौटकर और राधिका अपनी मदर के साथ में कब चलेगी मुझे ये भी नहीं पता। तो राधिका से मेरा कोई भी कनेक्ट नहीं है, क्योंकि इससे पहले भी मैंने म्यूजिक वीडियो शूट करे हैं, आगे भी करूंगा एक्ट्रेसेस के साथ में। अब अगर कोई और एक्ट्रेस के साथ में ऐसा हो जाए तो मेरा रिएक्शन सेम रहेगा कि ये कैसे हुआ। गम है मुझे इस बात का कि क्यों हुआ। राधिका के साथ ही नहीं, किसी के साथ भी होगा मुझे गम होगा।
पिछले 3 साल में आप कितनी बारी उनसे आपने बात की है और कितनी बारी आप काम के ही सिलसिले में कितनी बारी मिले हैं?
मिले हैं, मैंने मुलाकात का आपको बता दिया 2 बार। काम से रिलेटेड मैंने 3 महीने पहले उनको बोला था कि एक ज्वेलरी का शूट है, आप करना चाहोगे? उन्होंने बोला कि मैं किसी फ्रेंड को बताती हूँ, सजेस्ट करती हूँ। वो मेरी लास्ट उनसे बातचीत थी। व्हाट्सएप पर ब्रॉडकास्ट लिस्ट में बहुत नंबर्स रहते हैं, तो मैं कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट करता रहता हूँ तो ऑटोमेटिकली उनको मैसेज जाता रहता है मेरा। राधिका को हो या मेरी और को एक्ट्रेस हैं, मेरे दोस्त हैं, मेल फीमेल सबको। मेरी राधिका से कोई बातचीत नहीं। मुझे नहीं पता कि वो पहले क्या करती थी, बाद में क्या किया उन्होंने, क्या अकेडमी में देख रहा हूँ, टेनिस अकेडमी, मुझे कुछ भी नहीं पता इसके बारे में। और मुझे आज मालूम पड़ा ये, दुबई में हूँ मैं 12:30 बजे कि कुछ ऐसा हुआ है। और जब मैंने अपने फोन में बहुत सारी कॉल्स देखी तब मैंने सबसे पहले अपने घर पे कॉल किया, तो मुझे मालूम पड़ा ये हो रहा है। और मुझे इस बात का गम है, मैं रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा कि वो हिंदू मुस्लिम वाला एंगल ना खेलें प्लीज, क्योंकि इसमें कुछ भी नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। नहीं
ना, मैंने ऐसा कुछ कहा भी नहीं। और एनडीटीवी पे हम बहुत
आपने नहीं बट कमेंट जो आ रहे हैं ना वो बहुत खराब है इंटरनेट पर।
ये एक बहुत जिम्मेदार टेलीविजन नेटवर्क है। हम बहुत जिम्मेदारी से हर एक खबर को पेश करते हैं और हमने इस तरह की कोई भी किसी इंसिनुएशन नहीं करी है और ना ही करूंगी। एक चीज मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी राम, आप विस्तार से समझाइए और बताइए दर्शकों को कि पहली बारी कब आपकी बात हुई राधिका से, किस संदर्भ में हुई, किसने मिलाया और काम के सिलसिले में कैसे सारी बात शुरू हुई?
वैसे तो मैंने आपको बताया मैम, मैं अगेन रिपीट कर देता हूँ। सेलेफ्री के अंदर, सेलेफ्री कंपनी थी, वहाँ मैं क्रिएटिव हेड था। हमने पंजाब टाइगर टीम के हम मेंबर थे, बॉस ने खरीदी थी। तापसी पन्नू को फाउंडर थे टीम की। हम अलग अलग शहर जा रहे थे, पुणे, दिल्ली, टूर्नामेंट या उसको जो भी होता है स्पोर्ट्स में। वहां पर जूनियर टीम में राधिका थी, सीनियर टीम में काफी और अलग प्लेयर्स थे। हमारा काम होता है हम सबकी वीडियो बाइट्स रिकॉर्ड करें, हम सबका शूट कर रहे थे। उसी में से राधिका का शूट मेरी टीम कर रही थी एंड मेरी टीम को उनका लुक अच्छा लगा कैमरा पर, तो मुझे बताया कि वो बहुत एक लड़की है, वो काफी अच्छा बोल भी रही है कैमरे पर और काफी अच्छा दिख रही है। मैंने बोला करो, जितना शूट हो करो। फिर मेरे पास वो मेंबर दोबारा आया, टीम मेंबर, कि वो एक्टिंग में कुछ काम करना चाहते हैं, आप इनाम जी बताइएगा, क्योंकि हम ऑलरेडी सब लोग एड्स बनाते थे सेलेफ्री के अंदर। मैंने बोला ठीक है, कुछ होगा तो बताऊंगा। उसके बाद सोशल मीडिया पर कनेक्ट, और सिर्फ राधिका से ही नहीं, बाकी और भी टेनिस प्लेयर थे, उनसे भी कनेक्ट हुआ सोशल मीडिया पर। जब भी हम कहीं जाते हैं तो सोशल मीडिया पर कनेक्ट बाद में होता है, समटाइम तुरंत होता है, समटाइम बाद में होता है
जी।
उस टाइम मैंने देखा, अरे हाँ मैंने उसको देखा था, मैंने भी फॉलो बैक किया। उसके बाद सब लोग स्टोरीज डालते हैं तो स्टोरीज पर रिप्लाई हाय हेलो चला जाता है, कोई सवाल चला जाता है कि नेक्स्ट ईयर आप अगेन ट्राई करोगे, क्योंकि उस टाइम उसका नहीं हुआ था। उसने जो ट्राई किया था, उसने तापसी पन्नू जो हमारी टीम थी, उसमें उनका सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ था। इसी तरीके से सेकंड थर्ड टाइम में मैंने उनको म्यूजिक वीडियो का बताया, वो भी 1 साल बाद। अब इस तरह से आप मेरा इंस्टाग्राम देखेंगे तो मैंने काफी लोगों को फॉलो किया हुआ है, काफी लोगों ने मुझे फॉलो किया हुआ है। आज भी मैं इंक्वायरीज लोगों को भेजता हूँ और वो मुझे भेजते हैं। तो इस तरह वो कनेक्ट हुआ। उन्होंने फादर को सुनाया, मैंने डायरेक्टर अली से कनेक्ट करवाया, एक गूगल मीट हुई, और गूगल मीट के बाद डायरेक्टली वो अपनी मदर के साथ में नोएडा शूट करने आए
जी। और
4 से 5 घंटे शूट हुआ एंड वो काफी टैलेंटेड थी, क्योंकि उन्होंने एज एन एक्ट्रेस भी फर्स्ट टाइम इतना अच्छा काम किया जो बहुत सारे लोग नहीं कर पाते हैं, डरते हैं। तो वो शूट खत्म हुआ, डायरेक्टर भी काफी इम्प्रेस थे कि हम साथ में आगे काम करेंगे। उस म्यूजिक वीडियो को राधिका ने बहुत ज्यादा प्रमोट नहीं करा, ये मैं बोल सकता हूँ। तो मैंने उनकी एक स्टोरी देखी थी जहाँ पर उनके ग्रैंड फादर नहीं रहे थे, उनके दादाजी। मुझे लगा ये एक वजह है कि वो म्यूजिक वीडियो प्रमोट नहीं कर रही है, और ये मैं समझता हूँ। हाँ, देन उस म्यूजिक वीडियो को कोई माइलेज नहीं मिला, क्योंकि मैं भी नया, वो भी नहीं।
नहीं, पर उन्होंने म्यूजिक वीडियो को क्यों नहीं प्रमोट किया? क्या कोई फैमिली प्रेशर था, ऐसा उन्होंने बताया जिस वजह से उन्होंने म्यूजिक वीडियो को नहीं प्रमोट किया?
सवाल भी नहीं किया, सॉरी टू कट यू, मैंने सवाल भी नहीं किया एंड ना उन्होंने मुझे बताया और ना मैं इतना पर्सनल गया, क्योंकि इससे पहले भी हम नॉर्मली काम करते हैं, एक्ट्रेस हो, एक्टर हो, डायरेक्टर हो, सबकी अपनी अपनी चॉइस होती है, और हम लोग इंडस्ट्री वाले ज्यादा इंटरफेयर नहीं करते हैं कि हम उनकी लाइफ में घुसें, क्योंकि हमें आगे भी काम करना होता है। तो मैंने सोचा कि वो म्यूजिक वीडियो ज्यादा फेमस नहीं हुआ। इससे पहले मेरे गाना साहिल खान के साथ में आया है, सुम्बुल के साथ में आया है, मृदुल के साथ में आया है। मैंने बोला इसको डिलीट करता हूँ, अगेन रिलीज करूंगा विद कोई सेलिब्रिटी के साथ में। अब मैं वो डिलीट करने पर था वो गाना, मैंने आर्काइव कर दिया था इंस्टा से, मैंने यूट्यूब पे भी कर दिया था प्राइवेट, मैंने हर जगह से मैं उसको डिलीट कर रहा था। ये न्यूज़ मेरे सामने आ गई, ये चीज़ हुई है। अब मैंने उसको दोबारा विजिबल कर दिया है, बिकॉज अब इस मोमेंट पे मैं इसको डिलीट नहीं कर सकता हूँ, बिकॉज मुझ पर सवाल हो जाएगा कि मैंने डिलीट क्यों किया। अब मैं उस गाने को डिलीट नहीं कर रहा हूँ।
Okay. All right, Inam, we leave it there. Thank you for speaking to us and telling us how is it that you knew Radhika and the fact that it was professional engagement and for the last 3 years that engagement has been there. All right, now viewers, live visuals that are coming in right now are from Gurugram itself, where the body of Radhika Yadav has been brought, I believe. And let's go back to Anushka, who's with us live to talk more on this. Anushka, tell us what exactly is happening right now on ground where you are outside the family's house.
That's right. I'm at the residence of Radhika Yadav, the 25-year-old young tennis player whose body has just arrived at her residence. Now, this whole what we are, showing you the live visuals of how now this body is, going to crematorium for the last rite. A lot of her family members are accompanying the body right now. We are showing you the live visuals. We can clearly see now for the last rites, the body is in fact now being taken to the crematorium. The initial autopsy report showed is that there were 4 gunshot wounds, on Radhika's chest, and she succumbed to her injury right when, the shots were fired at her. There were 4 4 bullets that were shot at her chest, and instantly, she died at the location on the spot. We are showing you the visuals of her residence, where currently a lot of people have gathered to pay their last respects. Not just that, we are in fact also showing you the visuals of the people right now who are gathered outside to pay the respects to the 25-year-old young tennis star who was a state level player whose father shot her dead yesterday morning because she refused to step away from teaching at the academy that led to the altercation at the first place. What her father has in fact also confessed in front of the police is that she was refusing, and she was in fact quite defiant about her stance regarding the academy, and that led to his father in a fit of rage, because of which he had to take this step. This is the visuals that we are showing you from outside the residence. Her body has been handed back to the family. Now they had prepared for the last rites. Now they are taking the body to the crematorium. We are in fact now showing you the visuals. Last of the people who had gathered here outside the residence are in fact leaving now with the body to pay their last respects at the crematorium. The initial autopsy report had come in, where it was quite clear that there were 4 gunshot wounds, on Radhika. That means 4 live, 5 out of 5, bullets that were fired towards Radhika. 4 of it hit her right, at the chest, after which she succumbed to her injuries. This is the incident from Gurugram, a place that is merely, minutes away from the national capital. And because of the taunts of people, because of societal pressure, a father was in fact led to such a, rage, such a fury that he had to, fire live bullets at her daughter. That is something that is quite shocking. The police is right now investigating this whole matter, and in a few moments, police has in fact also taken Deepak Yadav in a custody for 1 day, after which they will be finalizing the whole matter, and then they will be in fact also revealing about what the main matter is. So far, what the initial investigation and preliminary investigation suggests is that out of fear of rage, because she was not leaving the academy, she was not leaving the coaching, teaching students and coaching the students, her father shot her dead. The body has been handed back, and now it is being taken to the crematorium to pay the last rites.
Anushka, stay with me, because I want to first tell our viewers who are joining in right now what has happened and contextualize to tell exactly how shocking this case is. Now, here is a 25-year-old young former tennis player. She's played at the national level, she's played at the state level, in a state which celebrates young athletes. Let's not forget, she was from Haryana, a state that brings out the best of Indian athletes, and they are celebrated. Now here, she was shot dead by her father because he was reportedly miffed and upset at taunts that came his way, which suggested that he was living off his daughter's money, despite the fact that he himself there was wealth and some money in the family itself, but there were taunts, which brings us to ask those questions. Question number 1, had it been a son who would have been a successful athlete, would his father have had any of those taunts, or would he have celebrated with great pride? That's the first question. Second, a state like Haryana, which, as I said, celebrates athletes, young athletes, so many of India's national athletes actually come from Haryana. So this is a shocker that's come in there. And third and finally, we are talking about Haryana as a millennial state, Gurugram as a millennial city really, and look at the murderous and medieval mindset that is coming to light here of this father. Now, Anushka, walk us through what is likely to be the next steps from here on. Anushka will walk us through the next steps in terms of what is likely to take place, because the post-mortem report has just come out. It has said that there were 4 bullet wounds, because of which Radhika was shot dead by her father. He's been taken into custody, I believe. But Anushka will walk us through what will be the next steps from here on in this investigation from here on. Viewers, what you're seeing right now on your screens are those live visuals that are coming in from Radhika's house, her residence, where her body has been brought back after the post-mortem, after that incident that took place early in the morning. We've also spoken with the co-actor in Radhika's music video, who had been part of the music video along with Radhika, who said that while they had spoken in the last 3 years, it was a very professional engagement, and he had no idea about any details whatsoever related to her family issues, if at all she faced any, and if her father was upset or unhappy with her choice of profession, the fact that she was going into acting, modeling and being part of music videos after concluding her sporting career, where she had represented her state at the state level and the national level as well. So those questions still remain, and as I said, Anushka is going to walk us through what could be the next steps from here on. Anushka, the post-mortem report has come. Tell us what happens next from here on.
That's right, Gauri. The initial autopsy report has come, wherein it is very clear that out of the 5 bullets that were fired on Radhika, 4 of the bullets hit her right at her chest, after which she succumbed to her injury. She was declared brought dead at the hospital. Her body has, after the initial post-mortem has been conducted, her body has been handed back to her family. The ambulance had arrived just a few minutes ago, and now the body has left her residence for the crematorium site, where a lot of people have gathered to pay their last visit. We are showing you the visuals from right outside the lane. We can clearly see the lines of the car that are in fact right now following the ambulance wherein the body has been kept, and now it has been in fact being sent to the crematorium, so that all of the, everyone from here can in fact perform the last rites. We'll also show you, on the other hand, the visual of the academy which led to the heated altercation. This is the same place where Radhika used to come and coach students as to regarding tennis. All the young enthusiasts. Now remember, this incidents has happened in Haryana, where a lot of...
I'm going to come back to you, because I want to just quickly now get in Sanya Yadav, another friend of Radhika's, to understand what really happened, the circumstances that led to this extreme case and extreme decision taken by her father. Sanya, you trained with Radhika at the same academy. You trained along with Radhika. You've known her for some time. Tell us, what is it that's going through your mind? Tell us, what is it that you know about what happened?
Actually, it's very heartbreaking to hear this news. She was very ambitious, very much, and she used to care a lot about her friends around. She was really hardworking, and to be honest, I just can't process this.
I can imagine this must be a very difficult time for you to process what has happened. Walk us through, tell us in detail, was she having any disagreements with her father? And that could have been the reason for this extreme step, this shocker of a step to have come through today?
Actually, I don't know much detail about this because the relationship between the father and the daughter was really good before. And recently I tried to spoke to her, but she was fine with everything, and the family matters were also good. But actually, I just don't know what happened between them, and he took this step.
How long have you known Radhika, and when was the last time you spoke with her? Did she mention any mental stress or anything of that kind, or any family difficulty?
I know. And last week only I contacted her. I asked about what, like, are you okay or not? So she was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like happy with my life and it's going all right. So yeah, she didn't mention anything.
So this must have been a huge shock for you as well, Sania, right? Given the fact
Exactly.
that there seems to be no history as far as family disagreements are concerned.
Sorry?
How big a shock was this for you?
It was very much because I literally don't know what happened and he took this step. She was really happy about her new academy and she was progressing with her work. She was telling me how happy she was to give coaching to everyone. But yesterday, after hearing this, it was really heartbreaking. I didn't believe that she is no more, and I tried to call her about 30 to 50 times, but she didn't pick up. So yeah, I'm still living in denial.
I can imagine that this is such a shock that you wouldn't know, you would have difficulty in processing this information. You trained at the same academy with Radhika, so you must have known her, you must have known her parents very well.
Yeah, I knew her. Actually, we used to travel a lot together. We used to spend time together. We used to stay together in a room, like when we used to go for tournaments. We used to cook together. We used to have so much fun. She used to cheer for my matches. She always supported me mentally. But also, her relationship with father was really good at that time. Her father also used to come to the academies and for the fitness and for the tournaments also. I didn't know what happened yesterday.
You are saying Radhika's father was supportive of her sporting career and there were no history of family disagreements, and it was her mother's birthday when this incident happened. Have you been able to speak to anybody in the family after you came to know of this, of the fact that Radhika is no more?
No. No one is picking up my call.
All right, let's leave it there, Sania. Thanks so much for speaking to NDTV. And as I said, it must have been a very difficult time for you, distressing to know that your friend is no more.